D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So this dropped yesterday, or no, Saturday night or whatnot. And man, you guys, this is a little bit of a disappointment. And I mean, I'll go on to read this and then I'll talk about it a little bit. But Jonathan Majors was arrested this weekend in New York City. And apparently he assaulted a woman and threw her to the ground. And yeah. I think it's pretty big. It's pretty major in my opinion, but I mean that this is all what you think. Now, this comes from TMZ. And we're going to go through this article and everything, but yeah, and I tried to pull up the thing to document the injury that documented the injuries, but we'll talk about it. Okay. So it says a judge released Majors without bail at his Saturday night arraignment in Manhattan criminal court. Prosecutors charged Prosecutors charged the actor with misdemeanor assault, aggravated harassment, attempted assault, and harassment. Majors is due back in court in May. Then it says, here's what allegedly happened in the lead up to this. Per our law enforcement sources, police were told that the alleged victim is Major's girlfriend, and according to her, they got into an argument while in a taxi returning home from a bar in Brooklyn. Gross. So it says our sources say police were told that the girlfriend saw another woman texting Majors and she confronted him, trying to sneak a peek at his phone. We're told the alleged victim / girlfriend claims this got Majors mad and that he allegedly grabbed her hand and allegedly slapped her. We're also told that the alleged victim claims he put his hands around her neck during this. Our sources say the woman was dropped off somewhere and that JM spent the night elsewhere. It appears the girlfriend went to the police the following morning, Saturday, and reported a crime. Majors was arrested in New York City this weekend, and according to police, he's being accused of putting his hands on a woman, but John's team is calling BS. Law enforcement sources tell us the actor was booked Saturday morning on charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. We're told cops responded to a call for service around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time near the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. Chelsea. Lovely. We're told the alleged victim is, in this case, a female, relayed to police that Majors had gotten into a dispute with her and proceeded to attack her. Their exact relationship is unknown. Can I just say right now, I don't understand people like when they're in a relationship and then they get mad and they just start physically attacking somebody. Like my wife pisses me off all the time. I've never thought of like hitting her like or putting my hands on her. Like I don't understand that concept of thinking. Like my wife has never made me so mad that I'm all like oh, I want to strangle you. Like that's so weird. I think that's where maybe I'm the weird one. I don't know. But I just like my immediate thought isn't going to violent, like physical violence. Like it's so weird. It's so weird. Okay. I mean, some of us must be wired differently, I guess. Okay, so our sources tell us the alleged victim had visible injuries, including a laceration behind her ear, redness, and marks on her face. She was taken to an area hospital and is, by the way, when I say all this stuff, this is all, alleged and everything. He needs to be found guilty and all that stuff before we can just be like labeling him stuff. So all this is allegedly. In stable condition. As for Majors, he was cuffed and taken to jail on the spot as police felt there was enough evidence for probable cause. We're hearing he is currently out of custody. Majors is a huge celebrity these days. He's been in everything from Marvel's latest Ant-Man movie to Michael B. Jordan's Creed 3 flick and other blockbusters as well. Over the past couple of years, the guy has gotten rave reviews for his performances. I agree. He's very talented. I like Jonathan Majors, and is seen as a rising star. He was even at the Oscars a few weeks ago and was among many presenters. This is the end of it. A rep for Majors tells TMZ he's done nothing wrong We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up. Okay, so that is the story there. Here's a big picture of him, but I don't want to put that. That picture is huge. We'll just go back up here to this thing. Okay, so here's the thing. I think that with the documented injuries, it's not good. It's not a good case at its face on face value. And I'm inclined to think negatively about it. So, and these injuries are bad, and I do feel for the victim if all of this is true. So because I don't like when anybody gets hurt and everything. I don't think that he's necessarily thrown away his career if this is true. I mean, he might have to take a break, but because stuff happens, and I mean, and we have to take into fact that the woman may be lying. You never know; she may be lying. We just don't know. But it seems like he's not a great dude. Just because this isn't the first time that people have said stuff about him. And I'm going to pull up some tweets because this guy right here apparently worked with him, and it says, I'm just going to say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader New York City community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and an abuser, and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported. So therefore, I go, it's a little bit, I'll read a little bit more for you from that guy. But that guy, I think it said he was like a director or something or other. Hold on, let me look it up real quick while I'm talking to you. But if this is a pattern, then it's pretty great. So that was Broadway director Tim Nicolia. So he collaborated the allegations from the report of abuse claims. Okay, so let's pull this up. This is what he says. I'm already seeing a bunch of why didn't you do anything? Folks, people have tried, ultimately needed a victim to come forward. It's both simultaneously awful to know he is still doing this and also a relief that he may never get to again. A bunch of us are close with people and sometimes multiple people he has directly harmed. I don't know if they will speak on it. It is completely their decision. Probably gonna delete this when it turns into active harassment, which is inevitable on here. It won't matter. I'm sure other folks are already verifying. So, I mean, if this guy says, listen, I know Jonathan Majors, he's a dick. And he abuses people physically and, verbally and stuff. So, and I just go, that's crazy, man. Like, I would hate that if that's what people thought about me, like, behind my back. Cause most of the time people tell me I'm a nice person. But I just think it's just crazy. Like, it's just so crazy that this would happen. And if he's innocent, like he did not put his hands on this woman and she's lying, then shame on her. Shame on her. But we'll see where this goes. I don't know where this goes. And, I feel bad for the victim either way. And I hope that this is not true because it's really sad. It was really sad. But if he's doing this where he's like, abusing people, then he needs to stop and he needs to maybe, take a step back because it's not good. It's not good. All right, you guys, tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think it's crazy? Do you think Jonathan Majors did this, or do you think the woman is lying? All that good stuff. I know some people believe women at all costs or no matter what and everything, but we do need due process. All right, you guys, tell me what you think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on my next video. You guys have a good day. Bye.